We are joined by Jay Adams, 96th District Representative. Thank you for coming in again, and
Absolutely.
we appreciate you helping us out with a lot of things that we've been trying to follow. And you wanted to let the folks know some of what's going on at the airport. Tell us all about it.
There's a significant effort going on at the airport right now to try to get material stuff into the folks that are in the mountains that are very much isolated. A lot of the roads are out. Some of those roads won't be repaired for a long time. So we've got a small group of helicopters that have been available for this week, and they're burning through a lot of fuel. So they've set up a GoFundMe page for fuel cost, burning up about $30,000 worth of fuel a day. Now we've got large helicopters that are arriving that'll increase their capacity for carrying things like fluids and heavier stuff, also for bringing people out of the mountains. While I was out there today, they had a call for a total of about 100 people they were bringing out of the mountains. So GoFundMe is a great opportunity for you to make a donation to help them pay for the fuel that will be required. At the rate we're going right now, it's going to burn through a lot of fuel.
Okay, we've got that on the screen, the GoFundMe address. So go to that, and folks can donate that way.
Right. The other thing is, I'll be going back into session next week. We have some other work to take care of on the 9th, and I'm sure that there'll be discussions about making appropriations from our rainy day fund. We've accumulated about $9 billion over the last few years for these sorts of emergencies. We won't consume all of that, but what it does is it gives us a buffer before the federal funds come in. We can release those funds fairly quickly. So we'll be working on that. But what I'd like for you to know today is what can you do? What can you donate? We've seen a lot of donations. We've established a donation point of donation over at the App State campus in Hickory in the south parking lot. But we've got a lot of water. Water is a difficult thing to transport. We're carrying the water to Boone and to North Wilkesboro and some other places as the roads open up. But there are things you could donate here locally that can be transported via helicopter, which I'd like to give you a little bit of a list of that. Any kind of feminine hygiene product would be useful. We got a whole bunch of cases of wipes the other day, and those are very useful because some of these people do not have access to water, and these wipes are great for sanitary, for just making yourself comfortable after a few days without a bath. Pre-mixed baby formula, not the powdered type because there's not a lot of water in some of these places. So pre-mixed baby formula, insulin, any kind of insulin products would be welcomed, and we've seen that donated already, and non-perishable foods. So these are the sort of things that really would be helpful, and we can get those things into the mountains quickly. Other than that, it's an evolving situation. We're trying to integrate government and civilian efforts. We're trying to get people together to work that never have known each other before. We're actually building an apparatus that hasn't existed, and we're doing a pretty darn good job of it, I have to say. I'm so pleased with what I have seen from the people locally, but we're also getting stuff from many states. We've seen things coming from New York, so there seems to be maybe it's a reply from 2001 9/11, because those people are paying us back for what we did for them, I think. Anyway, thanks to everybody who's gotten involved. A lot of volunteers. We really do appreciate that. We're still working on organization. That's the toughest part of this, is making everything integrate and harmonize. But thanks again to everybody.
Thank you, Jay Adams, for keeping us posted, and we will certainly be in touch with you.
Thank you.
Jay Adams, 96th District Representative, letting us know what's going on as far as the relief efforts, which are continuing in the wake of Tropical Storm Helene. And with Jay Adams, I'm Rob Eastwood, WHKY News.